Alright, hey everybody. Last week we did all the gold and the gems and finished up a few little details. This week I'm going to show you how to paint this lens on this dealie here, and then purity seals, and I'm going to go over the face. For the most part, I've finished everything else. I do have to do this, but it's mostly just a little bit of dry brushing to make it look like stone. Other than that, let's get started. So what I want to do is, since I have all these red gems, I want to make this stand out. I don't want to use green because there's green all up in here already. So I'm going to use blue. And for the blue, I'm going to start out with Cantor blue. I'm going to mix that with a little bit of black to tone it down, just to give it a little more darker shade. I'm just going to fill that in like so. Then we'll go with some regular Cantor blue. It's basically the same as doing the gems. You just want to add layers of contrasting, so you'll have a dark blue and then a lighter shade of blue, like so. And then we're going to jump up to Calidor Sky. And this is a small area, so the transition from one color to the next doesn't have to be super feathered out or anything. You just have to notice that the color is changing. And then some Lothern blue. I can't pronounce half of these GW paint color names. Number 0 brush. And then we're just going to make a little J, kind of like that. Now you notice I got it all over the side of the thing, the framework. So once that light blue is dry, just fix that. Alright, and then same thing with the gems. We're going to go with 2 reflective lights. I used to only ever do 1 reflective light, but I feel like it really sells the reflectiveness better. There. I'll just touch up the metal like that. Alright, and then once that's all dry, I'll usually go over it with some gloss to help sell the glassiness of it. All the gems will get gloss too. But yeah, so that's that part right there. Next part is we're going to take some Rackart Flesh and we're going to paint all of the purity seals and any scroll work that needs to get shaken up pretty well. Yeah, it's better. And then we're going to paint all the purity seals with this. Next step is Seraphim Sepia over top of all of the purity seals and banners and everything. That's dry. The next color is going to be Ushabti Bone, which I pronounce incorrectly all the time. And it is going to be the main color, the main layer color of the purity seals. We're just going to hit all of these wrinkles, the tops of the wrinkles. It doesn't matter how clean they are because they're going to get covered in writing anyway, but you want it to make it look like the light's hitting them, so something like that. I'll get that guy in there, there, and there, and there, like that. That'll work. And then this here is folded, so probably just like this. And not gonna worry about the underfolds. And then this is behind the cloak, so just something like that. There. And then we're gonna use some Screaming Skull, and it's kind of like, it's not an edge highlight, but it's gonna be like a kind of edge highlight, because you're gonna just try to get the highest points. But like I said, most of this is all gonna get covered up anyway. Like this one is gonna have writing on it. These ones won't have any writing on it. This one will have some writing on it, and that one will have some writing on it. This one's also in shadow, so there, that'll work. Alright, so next up is a little bit of black. That. And I'm going to take some Rhinox hide. And some black. Dial this down a little bit. Because we don't really want black lettering. It's like tattoos on a person. It's never pure black. Because they're fighting and everything. Probably wouldn't be perfect. More likely it'd be a little faded. So on the impurity seals, you're just going to go and kind of draw lines. Some people do some ridiculous stuff as far as scripture and everything on these things, but unless it's a competition piece, it's not as long as it's not critical. It just needs to look the part. So just add some lines here. Alright, then the final part, you take that same mix. Sometimes I'll just use regular Rhinox hide, but then I'll draw lines around all of these layers of purity seals so you can pick out the shapes better, because your eye is not a perfect thing, and if it doesn't read it as what it's supposed to be, it just looks like a blob. Like that. So there you go, some purity seals all, and there we go. So now we've got these wax seals we've got to paint. It's pretty much the only set, because this is held on with a golden skull, this one's hidden on his belt. So for that, I take corn red, and it's basically the same mix as the gems. And I just go around here like this, leaving some of the Rhinox hide showing to give it some depth. Add some Evil Sun Scarlet, brighten it up a little. And some Wild Rider Red, which looks like I need to add to the palette. Here we go. And the very last thing is some Agrax Earthshade. And what that's going to do is dirty these all up. So Agrax on the red, add a little bit of depth and play with that Rhinox hide that's left over, and then a little bit of that ties in all of the other layers, dirties it up. And there we go, he's all finished. I didn't show painting his head because the camera decided that it wanted to lag out and quit working. And then I just painted the base off camera because it's just some astrogranite with violet and black washes and some dry brushing. It's really nothing super impressive, but yeah, there we go. He's all set, and I'll give you a 360-degree video next so you can see thing in better detail. So thanks for Let's Paint is brought to you in part by Patreon and patrons like you. Thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, consider subscribing to this channel. Also, you can find more of my work on thebrushwizard.com. That's it for now. Until next time, thanks for watching.